Hello, friends, and welcome to r/IDontWorkHereLady. We've got two stories to tell. First, your name tag must mean you work here. Now, help us. And the second story, I don't work here, lady, but you do. So, I hope for your likes, and let's get started. Your name tag must mean you work here. Now, help us. This happened a while ago before I started college, so a couple of details are fuzzy, but it's something that keeps me on my toes whenever I apply for retail jobs. With the disclaimer out of the way, let's begin. I'd been working at a job that I knew the ins and outs of the databases and servers, as well as which clients were absolute drama queens and who were the sweetest and the kindest in the entire universe. It wasn't my ideal job, but it was something that paid the bills and food. I know now that it's not a way to live life, but it was my first professional job with healthcare and insurance, so I kinda sucked it up and dealt with it. One thing that did not make me stand out from my coworkers is my last name, which I'll refer to as Fawn here to protect my own personal privacy. Now, one of the things that we did as a company is we would go to computer stores and do demos of our latest line of databases and software. It's basically a way to attract potential new clients and answer any questions before they take our business card. They're not my favorite, as I have severe social anxiety, and if I don't have more than one coworker with me at an event, there's a 2,200% chance that I'll have a really bad attack to the point I'm in the bathroom throwing up a lung and my kidneys, just for safe measure. Of course, at this point in time, I hadn't been professionally diagnosed, but I didn't want to be labeled something horrible and judgmental, so I sucked it up most of the time, which I shouldn't have. I realize that now, but didn't then. Anyway, for this particular event, I was sent with the lead of the new database and the star intern. I'll call them Nutella and Sour Patch Kid. Now, if you can guess by their names, Nutella is the good guy and Sour Patch is the bad girl. There's nothing more to say about it. Nutella knew about me from day one, knew that I suffered in front of large crowds, and allowed me to operate the computer and the slides. Sour Patch did not like this at all because she was the intern, so that obviously meant she had to do the smallest odd jobs, sit and look pretty. Nutella reassured her and said this would look good on her resume down the line, the grown-ups version of it builds character. While at these presentations, we have to wear these tags that look identical to the staff's tags, only they have guest written on them instead of sales associate or knowledge bar professional. This will come later. We get through the presentation without a hitch, and we get some potential clients underway. Nutella goes out for a moment to take a call from Boss Man, leaving Sour Patch and I to pack up. Sour Patch is, well, sour that she didn't get her way earlier, so she excuses herself to go to the bathroom, but promises she'll be right back to help out. As I'm cleaning up, I hear behind me an "excuse me." I turn around face to face with a girlfriend and a boyfriend. Here's what I remember about the conversation and how it went down. So to note, me is me, obviously. EBF is entitled boyfriend. EGF is entitled girlfriend. EGF, hi, how are you? Me, I'm good, how are EGF, interrupting. That's great, we've been waiting for ever. Because we were told since we didn't make reservations for someone to help us and everything's busy, we need to get this done now. So can you help us? Me, starting to get nervous, looking around for Sour Patch and Nutella. I'm sorry, I don't work here. EBF, laughing. You can say that you're new, it's okay, new jobs are scary. They continue on for a moment before I realize that I still have my guest tag still on. I force myself to calm down and steel my already shaking hands to underline guest. Me. See, right here, it says guest. I'm from the company I worked at, demoing out the latest database. I can't help you. EBF. Or you can just say that you don't have your tag in yet. Now are you going to help us or no? Me. As I said before, I can't help you. I don't work here. EBF, getting really PO'd now. Yes, you can. All you have to do is boot up that computer, punch in a few numbers, and you can help us. It's not brain surgery. Me. That's a company laptop. It's not even linked to the store's database. Let me see if I can try to find someone that can help you. At this point, I'm really starting to shake. My throat's starting to collapse in on itself, and I knew that if I didn't exit stage left immediately, I would start crying. I hate crying in public. Crying in public to me is a sign of weakness, insecurity, and instability. It's something that a lot of people take advantage of, especially in the retail world, because the customer can always make up some story to make them look good, and the employee like an overreactive ball of emotions. A lot of the time, in those case scenarios, the customer wins, which effing sucks. And in this case, I see Sour Patch returning from her bathroom break and give her this hopeful look. I knew we didn't see eye to eye, but sometimes we both made a fantastic team when we put our heads together. I was very wrong to believe in hope, as Sour Patch looked at me, gave a twitch of a smile, and pretended to take a phone call and left the store. And this was my first shining moment as a person with severe social anxiety. EBF got mad that I was looking at someone else, grabbed my shoulder, and started yelling at me that I was a horrible employee and I was being so rude for ignoring potential customers. I raised my hands to try and defend myself, but the EBF grabbed my other shoulder and began to shake me, yelling again that I wasn't listening to him. My throat tightened, and before I could speak, I spewed puke all over his shirt. It wasn't intentional. I wasn't sick. That's how bad my social anxiety gets. It was enough for him to get him to let go of me, and already in my emotionally drained state, I couldn't keep my balance and crashed into the pool of vomit. It didn't take long for a swarm of people to gather around us, some customers trying to figure out what in the world was going on, other actual employees of the store. A few of them were brave enough to touch my vomit-stained self and brought me up to sit on the floor. Nutella had also come back at this point with Sour Patch, displeased with her that she was shirking work to gossip, and came back to the disaster zone that was the store. Nutella: "What's going on here?" EGF, pointing at me: "This B-word tried to assault my beloved with a computer because she didn't like the t-shirt I got for his birthday, and now it's ruined because of her." Nutella: "Fawn, is this true?" Me, shaking my head no. EGF: "Liar! She's a liar! Demand your lawyer's number and your business number. This is going to ruin your reputation." This went on for several minutes, with the EGF and the EBF yelling at Nutella, Nutella trying to get to the bottom of this until the police and paramedics arrived, and I ended up getting hospitalized for malnutrition and said social anxiety. I was willing to go along with the malnutrition, but the latter I refused to believe completely because I was afraid that if I said yes, they'd throw me in a psych ward. When I went back to work, I found out that EGF and EBF did in fact sue the company under false pretenses of employment, violation of personal space, destruction of private property, destruction of personal property, and disorderly conduct. Thanks to modern technology of security cameras and several eyewitnesses, EGF and EBF ended up losing the suit. However, due to the state of my mental health and missing out on several weeks' worth of work, I felt like eyes were watching me all the time, and there were whispers about me, how I almost shut down the company with my overdramatic stunt. It was so bad that I ended up quitting 3 days after I returned because I couldn't take it anymore. I really didn't mean for this story to end on such a low note, but I have a lot of good memories from that company. All good things come to an end, and eventually, whether you want them to or not, it can be a good ending or a bad ending. But as long as you remember the good times, that's all that matters. Anyways, thanks for reading this. It feels a lot better to get it off my chest. I don't work here, lady, but you do. This happened a couple of weeks ago when my sister had her baby and I went to visit her in the hospital. After arriving and gushing over my sister and the new baby for a few minutes, photos being taken, etc., we all settled down to chat about the birth and how much of a cutie the baby was when my sister asked for a cup of water from the jug sitting on her hospital trolley. Unfortunately, someone must have bent all the plastic cups, and she wasn't sure where the cups were, but said to ask a nurse at the reception desk not far outside the ward. All right, no problem. To set the scene, I got to the desk and found a girl sitting there. She looked pretty young and was sitting slouched in the office chair, tapping a pen absent-mindedly while gazing off into the distance. I've worked in a hospital before, and I'm acutely aware that she may have been taking a break after working her butt off for God knows how many hours, so I was making a point of being as courteous as possible. For context, I was wearing a black cardigan, black jeans, and a plain t-shirt, if that matters. M is me, BN is board nurse. Me: "Hello, I don't mean to bother you, but do you know where I could get some plastic cups?" BN, slowly turning her head round with a disinterested look on her face. Me: "You know, the plastic cups for the water jug?" BN, looking me up and down, giving a long sigh. "Yes, they're where they always are." I swear she had to stop herself from saying, "Duh." Me: "Oh, where's that? I don't mind getting them myself." BN: "By the nurse's station, obviously." Me: "Right, and is that down here?" BN huffs and sits forward, crossing her arms on the desk. "Uh-huh. Sorry, but why are you here?" Me: What? I'm seeing my sister. BN. Are you a visitor? Me. Yes? At this point, she practically leapt to her feet. BN. Oh, I didn't realize you were a visitor. Which room did you say you were in? Me. Room 10, pointing to the room behind me. BN. Right, some cups you said. I'll go and get them right away. Me. No, that's fine. Just tell me where to go and I'll... BN. No, I insist. And she scampered off. Me. WTF. So I go back to the room. My sister's giving me a quizzical look. I tell her what just happened and the baffling attitude from the nurse. Suddenly she comes skipping into the room, brandishing multiple cups and starts cooing in a sickly sweet voice. BN. Oh, there you are. Here, I found those cups for you. If you need anything else, just let me know. I still have no idea who or what she thought I was or why being anyone but a visitor would have warranted that attitude, but it was very strange. It did give us something to talk about to get my sister's mind off her stitches, though, so thanks, board nurse, I guess. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video.